It is expected that the leaders of the Belize National Teachers Union and Minister of Education Patrick Faber will meet tomorrow to discuss several matters that resulted from the strike action taken by thousands of teachers countrywide. But before both bodies can meet, the question of who will be at the meeting is the current point of contention. Faber does not want the entire Council of Management to meet because he says that having more than 20 persons in the room is counterproductive. BNTU's national president Luke Palacio is wary of going into a meeting with less of his members.
And so yesterday in the media, when he indicated that he has suggested or is recommending to the BNTU that having 25 persons at a meeting would be counterproductive, we do not agree. In the past, on about 2 occasions, the minister has accommodated or has had meetings with the entire membership of our Council of Management. So we do not find favor with what he is recommending. You don't know who you are dealing with when you're dealing with the Minister of Education and, to a certain extent, some of his operatives. The Prime Minister has met with our entire Council of Management. What is so wrong? What is so important? What is so that Minister Faber wants to hide? Or what is it he's trying to come with? Is he trying to come and stronghand the union? Our procedures, our processes are democratic. Our Council of Management is prepared to meet with the minister. In fact, his first invitation, at least the invitation at the first, let me clarify, was for us to meet at the IT vet. When the minister wanted us to support the matter of the special permit that saw a great number of our teachers who held provisional license that would have been expired or were already expired, he invited the entire council. When he wanted us to look at amendments that they are currently recommending for the education rules of this country, he invited the entire council. Now you are affecting our members throughout the country. You are going to get to deal with the bottom line, the pocket of these individuals who no doubt have expenses, and you will wholeheartedly write in a memo that and instruct the managers that every penny that is to be deducted must be deducted in 1 month. Where is the good faith intention? We are not going to be blindly led into a meeting with the minister and his operatives to try and have our teachers continue to suffer under their plan that he has in mind, or for us to try and believe that it is wrong to strike in this country. A strike is a right that unions have, that has been articulated in the courts, that is articulated in the ILO Convention, that is articulated in the Employers and Employees Trade Union Recognition Act. So the minister cannot or should not attempt to hoodwink the people, and definitely not the BNTU.
The Ministry of Education has also proposed that the BNTU use its strike fund to pay its teachers for the time that they were on strike. Palacio says they will not use the union's strike fund.
The minister does not run the BNTU. The minister cannot interpret the BNTU constitution how he feels and when he sees it fit. The BNTU constitution clearly states that the strike fund is to be used for mobilization. In the convention in Orange Walk, a resolution was passed, and the resolution reads that BNTU makes an effort to redefine the use of the strike fund to cover for salaries when teachers would go on strike. Redefining does not mean that you are going to change it to do what the minister has interpreted to mean. The strike fund for the BNTU is a part of the dues that our members pay. We pay $1 a month towards the strike fund. It's not the entire $20 or $18 that the teachers pay go towards a strike fund. It's only $1 per month. So the build-up that we've had in our strike fund to be able to carry out these things have been built up over many, many years. No doubt the strategy the minister is trying to propose or implement is he wants us to break that strike fund so that we cannot mobilize. And that is the farthest thing that we are prepared to do at this time. Because when you look at the amount of monies they are preparing to withhold, that is in the millions of dollars. Our strike fund is far, far below that. So no way, even if the government in his proposal is saying that they would subsidize the payments, the difference, and that BNT would pay back the government. That is definitely what his intention is, so that, because many times, in fact, whenever the BNTU carries out any type of industrial action, and industrial action varies from a strike, a demonstration, a rally, people ask, who is paying for this? We have been accused of being funded by different types of agencies and individuals, and all our activities so far has been funded strictly by the strike fund, because the purpose for which the strike fund is used or stipulated is for us to mobilize and to get our members to the places that we want them to be whenever we are carrying out industrial action. We believe, though, that it is important that the teachers who are on strike be paid their salaries. They have said it over and over. We've articulated it even to managements, that the teachers are prepared to make up the time. And so we are appealing to the better judgment of those in authority to try and adhere to that request. Pay the teachers their salaries. They are prepared to make up the time.
Palacio reiterated that it is the management and teachers who are to decide how time lost will be made up.
It's not the purview of the minister or the ministry to determine how the make-up time is going to be done. That is the purview of the managements. The managements, along with their teachers, will determine how best to make up the time, and they can communicate that to the ministry. But for the minister to say he wants to sit down and then we must agree on how the make-up time will be done, I think he's going beyond his bounds. Also, the ruling of the court, the Education and Training Act, the education rules clearly state that in this church-state arrangement, which is generally called the grant-aided arrangement, where government transfers sums of monies from the national budget to managements of schools for them to pay teachers, that arrangement cannot just be arbitrarily changed. As a matter of fact, the Education and Training Act and the Education Rules 2000, and that section has not yet been amended, states that you have to give 1 year's notice to the management if you're going to change that arrangement. So all of those things we are trying to have the ministry people understand. And the Belizean public also needs to understand that the ministry is really acting in bad faith.
The BNTU's Council of Management meets tomorrow. On Saturday, the BNTU will have a national demonstration to express their gratitude for all of those who supported and keep supporting them.